Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. And for today's video I'm going to be doing my update for my Project Pan. I feel like I've done really well this update with my Project Pan, so I can roll 3 things out and I've got progress on the rest of the products here as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first item I can roll out is the Revolution foundation drops. I have finally finished these. I was here. This has been on the side, but you can see it's got windowing everywhere. And I can't get any more. Oh! I can't get any more out of this now. I used it a further 4 times this update for a total of 17 uses in this project, but I did introduce it when it was here, so it wasn't full. These used to be one of my favourite foundations, and don't get me wrong, they're not awful, but I definitely have tried other foundations now that I do prefer, so I'm glad to have another foundation out of my collection. The second thing I can roll out is something that was pretty close last month anyway, so I knew I was going to have it done this update, and it is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in One Fair, and as you can see, it is completely done. So I will throw up on the screen the picture of what it was last update, but as you can see, it is all completely gone. I will absolutely buy this powder again. I just don't need it at the moment. I'm trying to be a lot better about replacements, and I have another powder I'm using at the moment, and it's going to take me forever to finish that one because it's pretty hard pressed. So yeah, I have finished this. I used it a further 3 times for a total of 44 uses in this project, and it's done. So again, another makeup product out of my collection, but that is one I will be purchasing in the future. And then the last one I can roll out came as a complete surprise. I thought I was nowhere near close to reaching my goal on this, and then out of the blue, it was there. So I'm talking about my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and as you can see through the packaging, I have hit pan and it just came as a complete shock. So I only used this one more time because I saw it had pan when I used it, and I was like, do I just continue on using it? Because I feel like one use and hitting pan I felt like I wanted to use it a bit more. But I'd reached my goal, and I have other bronzers and other projects. I was like, no, I've hit my goal. I'm just going to put it into my drawer and use the other ones. But yeah, as you can see, I have hit pan. I didn't think I was anywhere close to hitting pan, but yeah, there is pan there. So overall, I only used it 6 times in this project, hit pan, and this will definitely be coming out again soon. But what I think I'm going to try and do is just bring some older bronzers in to try and hit pan. This is my oldest one in my collection now, so I'm glad it has pan, and I'm sure it'll come out again in the future at some point. So those are the 3 things I can roll out. Now let's talk about the products I'm still working on. So it might be in a bit of a weird order because what I do is I just add everything to the bottom of my spreadsheet when I bring it in. So this is going to be a very random order, but bear with me. So the first thing I'm still working on is my NYX Born to Glow concealer. I feel like I'm really pushing at the bottom now to try and get the product out, but this has been ongoing for months. I've been using this since November. It hasn't been every day because I am using another concealer at the moment, but it has been every other day when I have worn makeup, and it's still going. And I used it a lot before I started to use it in November all the time. It's still going. I have used it 8 times this update for a total of 38 uses in this project, and hopefully over the next few months, hopefully next update, but definitely over the next few months, I would like to see this finished. The next one I have is my NARS blush. So on the screen, I'll put a picture of what it looked like last update, and then a picture of what it looks like this update as well. I'm going to show you what it does look like, but I do think the photos definitely show the progress that I've made, and I'm so pleased with how this is going. So this is what it looks like now. That is big shiny pan. I'm so happy with this. I do really like this blush, and it's definitely coming into the seasons where this blush just looks absolutely beautiful, but I've worn this all year round and still think it looks really nice. This can definitely pass off as a blush and highlight as well if you don't want to add highlight. This is definitely one that I've made really good progress on. I have used this one 5 times this update for a total of 19 uses in this project. When I first introduced it, it did have the tiniest little pan, so I'm really happy with that. And my goal is to finish this. I don't think I said, but my goal is to finish this as well. So this is going to be in, I think, for a while, but I'm making good progress on that. The next one I have, again, I'll put a picture on the screen of what it looked like last update and then a picture of what it looks like this update, but it is my Revolution Renaissance Glow highlighter. So it did have a bronzer and a highlight in here, but I'm only working on the highlight, and that is what it looks like. I feel like I'm really close to hitting pan on this, which is what my goal is. I only really use this, especially over the last month, as an inner corner highlight, but I do think that this looks really nice as just a highlight on my cheeks as well. Not usually a massive fan of gold highlights, but I do think that this one does look nice. I do think I'm very close, or at least I think I am, but there is definitely a dip there. I think you can see it. So I have used this one 5 times this update for a total of 25 uses. It seems quite low, the uses I've got on stuff, considering how much I have actually worn makeup, but I am doing a lot of projects, so I do have highlights in other projects as well, so I'm trying to share the love between all of them. I think I'm close. I think maybe next update I may have pan in that one. The next one I have is my Ciate London Watermelon Based Setting Spray. This is the only setting spray I am using, and I really enjoy this. So this is my progress. I was here last update, now I am here, and yeah, I am really happy with that. I do think I will definitely have this done by the end of the year. I think maybe 3 or 4 months and I'll have this one done, and it definitely would be one I would consider purchasing because I like the smell of it. I will say it is quite heavily fragranced with watermelon, but I like the smell of watermelon scents, and I do think that this keeps my makeup lasting well throughout the day, and also it does add a bunch of hydration. So yeah, I do enjoy this. So I've used it 11 times this update for a total of 30 uses overall, and yeah, like I said, I think a couple 3 or 4 months and that will be done. The next one I have is my lipstick. So this is the YSL lipstick in number 10. This is the Rouge Volupté Shine formula. So on the screen I'll put a picture of where it was last update and a picture of where it is now. I don't measure my lipstick progress on a piece of paper because I usually find I lose it, so I just take a picture against the wall to show the progress, and this is how much I have left. So I have used this one 17 times this update for a total of 40 uses overall in this project, and yeah, I am really happy with that. I am hoping it looks different in the pictures because I feel like I've made really good progress on this. One thing I will say is I need to maybe start to focus on the top bit. I think this may take me longer than I think though, because I am working on quite a few lip products to finish as well. But I am reaching for this, and this is a formula that you do have to reapply quite a lot. I'm working on it. I just don't know when I'm actually going to finish it, but it will feel good because that is my oldest lip product in my collection, and I'm not going to say how old it is, but it's still okay, it still smells okay, the formula hasn't changed, but this is my oldest one, so I need to get it done. The next product I've been working on is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So again, I think I took a picture of what this looked like just to show you the progress, so I'll put it on the screen of what it was last month and then this month, but this is where I'm at now. So I've definitely expanded the pan on this. I've used it 13 times, so I only introduced it last update, so my total is 13 uses, and I just again had the tiniest bit of pan. I've also been trying to just work on this bit as well rather than just trying to work here, but of course I've also worked there as well. I really like this primer, it's affordable, and yeah, I would definitely consider picking it up again. Yeah, I'm making progress on that. And then the last product I have been working on is my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Sweet Mouth, and my goal is to finish this as well, and this is where I think I'm at. So I have been able to make another line. It's really difficult for me to see where I'm at with this, but I do think that is where I am. I really do enjoy this lip gloss formula. I think it's one of my favourites, and I would buy more of these. I still find myself not loving lip gloss, but if I were to buy any lip gloss formula, it would definitely be this one. So I have used this one 16 times this update, and again, I bought this in last month, so my total is 16. So now we're at the point where I'm going to be bringing in 3 new products, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to bring in. So the first product I'm going to be bringing in is the W7 It's Glow Prime Primer. So I did have this in my That's So 2000s, which the finale for that is coming next week. My goal wasn't to finish that in that project, but my goal will be to finish it in this project. I can see when I put it up to the window that I'm about here on it, so about halfway. I really do like this primer, and I love the smell of it. Again, it smells like watermelon, but I can also smell that it's not smelling exactly the same, so I do think it is starting to go off, which this isn't one of my older primers. Actually, this is quite a newer one, so something to bear in mind if you do buy this. But I mean, not everyone has a big makeup collection like me, but yeah, I do want to bring this in to finish because I do enjoy it, and I do want to finish it before it goes bad. I think what I will do is I will mark it here, so I know that that's the starting point. So I've marked it saying I'm starting there. I wasn't sure whether I was going to bring in a foundation, but I do want to always have a foundation in this project, whether it be just a usage goal or to finish. But I do think I'm going to bring this one in to finish because I would like to get it out of my collection. And I'm going to bring in the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation. It's just not a favourite of mine. I just want to finish it and remove it from my collection. It's not awful, like I'm happy to use it. It's just, compared to other foundations in my collection, it's just not a favourite. So I think about here on it. So again, I will mark it. I'm not quite halfway, I don't think. No, not quite, but I think close to halfway. This I think could be in for a while because I am working on a few other foundations, some that I do want to finish, some that are usage. That is where I'm at. So I do think it's going to take a while, but I don't mind because I would really love to try and get quite a few foundations out of my collection this year because I finished none last year. So I'm already doing better because I've already finished 2. But yeah, so that is where I'm starting off. And then last but no means least, I'm going to be bringing in a bronzer. This is not my oldest bronzer, but it's getting to be one of the older ones, and I definitely haven't used this one that much. And it comes from the Becca, Chloe and Malika, hopefully I'm saying that right, face palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this bronzer. Now, I don't know whether I want to bring this into Hit Pan because it's a baked product, so as you can see, yeah, oh, I don't know. And also it's got, I don't know if you can see there, it's got hard pan, so I might have to try and sort that. I don't know, I feel like I want to bring it into Hit Pan. I think I'm going to do that because I am trying to use my project pan as a bit more of a challenging project. You know, a lot of my other projects I do put usage goals on, but yeah, I do think I want to bring this into Hit Pan. So this could be in for a long time, but that's okay. I do think I'm going to have to try and remove that hard pan because it's going to become difficult to try and use. But yeah, I'm going to bring this in to Hit Pan. So that is everything. That is my update for my project pan. I'm really pleased that I managed to get 3 things rolled out, 2 makeup empties and then 1 that I've hit pan on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.